Hi and welcome. In this lesson, we are going to look at how to use the matrix algebra to find equilibrium price and quantity. So kindly pay attention, take your book, your pen and then your calculator so that we all do this together. So let's take this question. It said the demand and supply functions from three independent commodities are. So we have QD1 to be this, and then QD2, QS1 to be this, and then we have QD2 as this, QS2, QD3, QS3. Okay. Now they say estimate the equilibrium prices and quantities for the commodities in the market using matrix algebra. So to do this, are you with me? You should know that at the equilibrium, quantity demand is equal to what? Quantity supply. Are you with me? So if that is the case, then what it means is that we are going to equate QD1 to what? To QS1. Are you with me? Then we equate QD2 to QS2. We equate QD3 to QS3. That's what we are going to do. So at equilibrium, when QD1 is equal to QS1, okay, then you equate them. So you have 45 minus 2P1 plus 3P2 minus 7P3 equals negative 5 plus 4P1, isn't it? So what you are going to do here is to group like terms. Are you with me? So grouping like terms, this positive 4P1 should cross here, and then this 45 also should come to this side. Okay, so when positive 4P1 crosses, you see you still have your negative 2P1, isn't it? So when positive 4P1 comes, it becomes minus 4P1, isn't it? Plus 3P2 minus 7P3. So you have your negative 5 there already, isn't it? So when you bring the positive 45 here, it becomes minus 45. I hope you're following. So when you simplify it further, negative 2P1 minus 4P1 gives you negative 6P1. Be very careful with negative, I always say this. And then plus, you have 3P2 minus 7P3 is equal to negative 5 minus 45 gives you negative 50. Okay, you can use your calculator for that. So this is equation 1. Are you with me? Then, to get equation 2, you equate QD2 to QS2. When you equate QD2 to QS2, this was QD2 and this was QS2 as well. Okay, this function is QS2, so we equate it. When you equate and you group like this, you are going to have this 5P2 coming to this side to become minus 5P2, isn't it? And then this 16 going to crossing the equal to sign to come here to become minus 16, isn't it? So you have 2P1 minus P2 minus 5P2 plus 3P3 is equal to negative 19. When positive 16 comes, it becomes minus 16, isn't it? And then when you simplify it, you have your 2P1. Now negative 1P1 minus 5P, negative 1P2 minus 5P2, that gives you what? Negative 6P2, isn't it? Plus, then you have your 3P3, okay, equals, so when you subtract this, negative 19 minus 16 gives you negative 35, so that's your equation 2. So you also equate when QD3 is equal to QS3, okay, you also equate the functions, and then when you simplify, you bring this here and you send this here, right? So you have minus P1 plus 2P2 minus 8P3. When this positive 2P3 comes here, it becomes minus 2P3, isn't it? It's equal to negative 6. When this positive 30 crosses the equal to sign to the other side, it becomes minus 30, isn't it? Then, when you simplify, you have this negative P1 here. You have this also repeating 2P2. And then negative 8 minus 2 gives you negative 10. You see that? You see, they are like things, P3 and P3, so you have to work them together. So you have minus 10P3 is equal to negative 36. So you get your equation 3. So how then do we derive the matrix? What you are going to do is that you are going to take the coefficients of P1, 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 and you let them be on the same column. Are you with me? Then you also take the coefficients of P2, P2, and P2, you let them be on the same column, then that of P3 as well. So you see that we took this -6, 2, and then -1. You see, -6, 2, and -1. Then you do it for the P2 as well. 3, -6, 2. As you can see, 3, -6, 2. And then -7, 3, and -10. So as you can see, -7, 3, -10. You see that? Then your B should be this. Okay, your B should be this and this. So you have -50, -35, -36 as your B. Okay, and then your X is P1, P2, and P3. So you are going to use matrix to solve this. Now we have different ways of solving this in matrix. Are you following? Of finding P1, P2, and P3 in matrices. But I want to use Cramer's rule. Okay, so using the Cramer's rule, okay, the first thing we are going to do is we will take A. When you take A, are you with me? This was A, matrix A. When you take matrix A, we are going to find the determinant of matrix A. To get the determinant of matrix A, what you do is that you take the first value here, -6, and use it to multiply the minor of this, of the -6, the determinant of the minor. Are you with me? What is the minor of -6? To get the minor of -6, you stand at where -6 is, when you cancel out, you also cancel out this side, this row, all those on the line of -6, when you cancel them out. Are you with me? The others that are left are its minor. Okay, that's how to detect the minor. Okay, cancel this place, cancel this place, you get the minor of this place. Please, if it's exam, use pencil so that you can clean it back, because you'll be doing other things. So this, and this are the minor. So you find the determinant. You see, I've used a straight line. I didn't use a bracket, so it means I want to find determinant. And then minus before plus. There is a reason for that. Okay, so minus. Then let me erase this so that you can get what I'm saying. So minus, then you take this also, 3. Okay, 3, as you can see, times, are you with me, its minor times the determinant of its minor. So to get this person's minor, what you do is that you cancel all those that are on the same line with that 3. Are you with me? They are on the same line with the 3, and this one too is on the same line with the 3 on a vertical row, vertically and horizontally. All those things, all those values that are on the same line with it, vertically and horizontally, you cancel them out. The ones that you are left with are known as its minor. Do you get it? So the minor of 3 are 2, -1, 3, and -10. So 2, -1, 3, -10. As you can see, so we find the determinant of that as well. Plus, please, minus before plus, minus first, plus second. There is a reason for that, which we proved this in the other videos. Okay, when you are learning about cofactors. Okay, this place is a minus, this place is a plus. Okay, now then after that, you also, let me clean this so that we can do that. So you also take plus. Okay, then you take the next value. The next value is what? -7, isn't it? Then use it to multiply the determinant of its minor. Okay, so what is the minor of 7? Remember, you cancel out all those values that are on the same line with 7, both horizontally and vertically. Okay, horizontally and vertically, those values that are on the same line with it, you cancel them out. When you cancel them, the ones that you are left with are its minor. So 2, -1, -6, 2. I hope you get that. So that's how to detect a minor. So what you do next is that you find the determinant of that minor. So -6 times -10 gives you what? +60, isn't it? Minus, that's how we find determinant. Okay, this times this, minus this times this. Are you with me? Negative 6 times negative 10 minus 2 times 3. That's how we find the determinant. Okay, so you get 54. You see that? Minus, you have your 3 here already. 2 times 10 gives you negative what? It gives you, let me write it down so that you can see that, negative 20, isn't it? Then negative 1 times 3. So minus negative 1 times 3 gives you negative 3. Be very, very careful with negative. I always say this. Be very, very careful with negative. So fix it on your calculator. Negative 20 minus into bracket negative 3. Or you can say, you can fix straightforward on your calculator. Put into bracket, open bracket, and write 2 times negative 10, then close the bracket. Then you put minus, then open another bracket, negative 1 times 3. Simple, so as not to bring any problem. Do you get it? Then you get negative 17. Okay, so then positive times negative 7 gives you negative 7. So 2 times 2, 4, isn't it? Negative 1 times negative 6 gives you what? Positive 6. So you have 4 minus 6. And that gives you what? That gives you positive 2. Okay, that gives you negative 2, sorry. So you have your negative 2 here. So what you do next is to simplify. When you multiply this with this, you get this. When you multiply this with this, negative 3 times negative 17, you get this. Negative 7 times negative 2, you get this. So you put them together, then you get your answer to be this. So that's the determinant of what? Of A. Are you with me? Then after getting the determinant of A, the next thing to do is to find AP1. Now AP1 means that you should take what you had for B. You know, B was negative 50, negative 35, and negative 36. You place it in the first column. Are you with me? Each of these are called columns, and here the horizontal ones are called the rows. Okay, the vertical ones are called the columns. Okay, so you place it in the first column. Okay, when you place them in the first column, it means that you've taken away the values in the first column and you've replaced them with the B. Are you with me? Then after doing that, you find the determinant of it also. So to get the determinant of this, what do? We take the first value, which is negative 50, cancel out the values on its line, okay, to get its minor. So you find the determinant of its minor. Okay, so next 6 to 3 next 10. So you do same for others. So minus, you know, minus comes before plus. Don't forget that, minus before plus. There is a reason for that. You see, this minor combined with its sign is called cofactor. Okay, this minor combined with its sign, which is positive, is called cofactor. Okay, there is a reason for that, which we've done in another topic. Okay, so minus before plus, don't forget. So minus, then you take the second value also. When you take the second value, you cancel out the numbers on the same row with it. Then you take this and this. So you have its minor as negative 35, negative 36, 3, and negative 10, which is this. Are you following? Then plus, the next value is what? Negative 7, isn't it? Let me clean this so that you can see everything clearly. So the next value is negative 7, isn't it? So plus negative 7. Are you with me? Plus negative 7. So what will be the minor of negative 7? When you cancel out this and you also cancel out this, the minor will be negative 35, negative 36, negative 2, negative 6, and 2. So that's the minor. I follow. Then you have negative 50 multiplying. So this times this minus this times gives you 54, isn't it? Minus 3. That's negative times 3 is minus 3. Now, negative 35 times negative 10 minus into bracket negative 36 times 3. It gives you positive 458. Minus 7. You know, positive times negative is negative, okay? Times negative 35 times 2 minus negative 36 times negative 6. Please be very careful when fixing it on your calculator. Just fix it like the open bracket and write negative 35 make 35, okay, make 35 times 2, close the bracket and bring minus, then you open bracket again, make 36, okay, times make 6. Okay, that's how, do it like that so that it won't bring any problem. Okay, make 36 times, sorry, we are doing this right, or we are on this, we are on the last one. So minus 7 times, make 35 times 2, minus make 36 times make 6. Okay, fix it on your calculator as search. You will get negative 286 for this. So you just simplify. You can fix this on your calculator straightforward, then you get negative 2071. So to get the price of commodity 1, price of commodity 1 should be equal to the determinant of AP1 divided by what? The determinant of matrix A. Are you getting it? So what's the determinant of AP1? It was negative 2072, isn't it? Divided by the determinant of matrix A, which was negative 259. So that gives you 8. So we've gotten our P1 to be 8. I hope you are following. Then next, you also find AP2. To get AP2, you only remove the values at the second column and replace them with B. Okay, our B was this, so replace it with B. When you do that, then you find its determinant as well. To get a determinant of this, what we're going to do is that you take the first value, okay, times the determinant of its minor. So the minor of negative 6 will be this, 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 and this. Okay, they shouldn't be on the same line with 6 horizontally and vertically. Okay, so this, and this. So that's the minor. The minus, don't forget that this value follows next, isn't it? This follows next, isn't it? So minus negative 50. So what will be the minor of negative 50? When you cancel out this row, this column, and you cancel out this place, you'll be left with 2, neg 1, 3, neg 10. So those are the minor of neg 50. Are you following? Plus, then you take the next one. Okay, the next one is neg 7, isn't it? So plus neg 7. What will be the minor of neg 7? When you take out this place and you take out this place, you left with 2 neg 1, neg 35, neg 36. So that's the minor, as you can see. So this gives you neg 6 times. So what you do is that you do neg 35 times neg 10 minus neg 36 times 3. Be very, very careful. Fix it properly on your calculator. You get 458. Okay, plus, now the reason why this place 10 plus is that, you know, originally it was negative, but because this value was a negative value, negative times negative becomes what? Positive, right? So positive 50. And then 2 times neg 10 is what? Neg 20 minus neg 3, it gives you what? Negative 17. Okay, then positive times negative 7 is what? Negative 7. When you simplify this as well, 2 times, when you find the determinant of this, 2 times neg 36 minus neg 1 times neg 35. 2 times neg 36 gives you what? Negative 72. Okay, then minus neg 1 times neg 35 gives you positive 35. So neg 72 minus 35 should give you what? Negative 107. Have you seen that? So you simplify this as well, then you get negative 2849. Okay, so to get AP, to get a price of commodity 2, okay, to get a price, the equilibrium price of commodity 2, what you do is that what you got for the determinant of AP2 divided by the determinant of matrix A. Okay, so that's what you do. So when you simplify this, you get 11. Put this on your calculator, you get 11. Okay, and then the next thing to do is also to form a matrix for AP3. To form a matrix for AP3, this time around you are now going to put what? The B at the third column. Okay, you put it at the third column. Now putting it at the third column, Please always refer back to the matrix A before you replace them. Okay, so you put it at the third column. Then you also find the determinant of this. So you have -6. The minor of this, when you take out this and you take out this side, it will be -6 to -35, -36. So that's what we have here, the determinant of it. Minus, always remember the minus comes 3 multiplying, are you with me? When you take out this side and you take out this side, the minor will be 2 -1, -35, -36. So you find the determinant of it. Do you get it? Plus -50. So when you cancel out this side and you cancel out this side, you left with 2 -1, -62. That's what we have here. I hope you are following. So that will give us what? -6. When you find the determinant of this, next 6 times -36 minus 2 times -35 should give you positive 286. Okay, so -6 times positive 286. So -3. Okay, when you work this also, 2 times -36 minus -1 times -35 gives you -107. Are you following? Then plus -50. Positive times -50 gives you -50. 2 times 2, 4, minus this, which is 6. 1 times -6 is 6. So 4 minus 6 gives you -2. So when you simplify this also, you get this for this, this for this, and -50 times -2 is positive 100, right? So when you put them together, or you can put it together from here, straightforward on your calculator, you get -1295. So you use this to find AP3. Okay. You use this to find price of commodity, equilibrium price of commodity 3. Okay. So to get the equilibrium price of commodity 3, the determinant of what? Matrix AP3 divided by the determinant of matrix A. Are you getting it? So that gives you what? -1295 divided by what? -259. Okay. So when you put this on your calculator, you should get 5. I hope you are following. So you get 5 as your answer. So we've gotten P1 to be what? Equilibrium price of commodity 1 to be 8, equilibrium price of commodity 2 to be 11, and equilibrium price of commodity 3 to be what? 5. So the next thing we are going to do is to find the equilibrium quantities of the 3 commodities, commodity 1, commodity 2, and commodity 3. Are you following? So to do that, this was the question. Are you with me? To find the equilibrium quantities, you can use this. Let's say the equilibrium quantity of commodity 1. Okay, you can use this function and substitute what you got for P1 here, P2 here, and P3 here. Okay, or you can take this. You can take either of this or this. Okay, let me write it there. To get the equilibrium quantity of commodity 1, you can choose to take the function for quantity demand of commodity 1 or the function for quantity supply of commodity 1. Okay, you can choose to use any of them, either of them, sorry. You can choose to use either of them to find your equilibrium quantity. Then this also, you can choose to use either of this as well, either of QD2 and QS2, or these two, you can choose either of this, QD3 and QS3. Okay, but personally, I'm going to be using these functions for it. I don't want to use this because it's too complex, like kind of long. So this is very short, so I'll use this. Okay, I'll use this, and this to find my equilibrium. I hope you are following. So when we recall QS1 is equal to -5 plus 4P1 and put P1, you know P1 was equal to 8. Equilibrium price of commodity 1 was 8. When you substitute the equilibrium price of commodity 1 into the QS1 function, you should get the equilibrium quantity of commodity 1, Q1. Okay, so that will give us -5 plus 4 times 8. Okay, so -5 times 4 times 8, you know 4 times 8 gives you positive 32, right? So -5 plus 32. Okay, -5 plus 32 gives you positive 27. So add units to it since it's quantity. Okay, if the price was in Ghana cedis, you would have written this Ghana cedis. Okay, GHC. Okay, C/8. Okay, so 8 Ghana cedi or 8.00. Okay, if the price is in dollars, you write dollars. If the price is in cedis, don't go and write dollars. Okay, you write cedis. Okay, so to find equilibrium price of commodity 2, we recall either of the equation, either QD2 or QS2, either of them. But I decided to recall QS2 and substitute P2, which was 11, into it. When I do that, I'm gonna have what? Negative 19. For equilibrium quantity of commodity 2, I will have negative 19 plus 5 times 11, because P2 is 11. So 5 times 11 gives you what? It gives you 55, right? So negative 19 plus 55 gives you what? 32. It gives us 32 units, 36 units. I hope you are following. 36 units. Then, to get the equilibrium quantity of commodity 3, we are going to recall either of the equations, which was QD3 or QS3. Are you following? But I decided to recall QS3 and put P3. Sorry, this was supposed to be 3, not 2. Okay, and put P3 to be 5. So when I substitute, okay, this will be Q3, not Q1. Q3. So equilibrium quantity of commodity 3, you have negative 6 plus 2 times 5. You know, P3 is 5. Okay, so 2 times 5 is 10, plus negative 6 gives you what? 4 units. So these are the equilibrium quantities. So the next thing to do is to conclude. Hence, the equilibrium prices are 8, 11, and 5, and the equilibrium quantities are 27 units, 36 units, and 4 units respectively. You can twist your English anyhow you want to put it. Your conclusion. You can put it anyhow, but make sure it makes sense. Make sure you put the conclusion rightly. Okay, so that's the final answer to this. So thank you for watching. Kindly do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel and do well to share the link with your other friends.